everyone, it's Lauren from Laurenlivinghealthy, and welcome to my segment, In Lauren's Kitchen. So I'm going to be featuring top chefs very often, maybe every week. And my first top chef that I'm going to be talking to is the wonderful Wendy Jacobs. Did I say that right or backwards? Wendy Jacobs-Riche, sorry, that's okay. And she's going to be demoing one of her very easy recipes. So one of the criteria that I try to incorporate into my cooking, and a lot of my families agree, they want easy, quick, fast recipes. So we're going to be talking about some easy, quick, fast recipes. And this one in particular kind of sounds like a very unhealthy recipe, but Wendy has hacked it into a very healthy recipe, which I'm very excited about. So part of this and part of my chef series is going to be featuring chefs like Wendy, where I am placing a lot of these chefs, whether it be to do drop-off and delivery for my clients, working in their kitchen as a private chef. We can do it many ways. It can be 1 day, 2 day, 3 days, parties only. And the criteria also is that everything is 100% organic, lots of farmers market, farm to table, and we're working toward always creating nutrient-dense meals. So let's get down and break down this recipe. So I'm gonna have Wendy kind of take it away and talk about what she's gonna be creating here.
So we're making zucchini fritters, zucchini pancakes. They are gluten-free, and they are all organic. And what's really wonderful about this recipe is that you can really change the flavor profile.
Fantastic.
And there's not too many ingredients. First thing, we have eggs, and of course we want to get vegetarian fed, preferably no corn, no soy eggs, because an egg is not an egg.
And can I just add one thing to that? So I even take it a little bit further because I'm neurotic when it comes to food, and everything's about sourcing. So I even tell a lot of my clients who have allergies, whether it be egg allergies, wheat, gluten, any of the variety of grains, is to find a farmer that is not using any supplemental feed. So that's another thing we can talk about later. So what else do we have in this recipe?
And then in here I've got garlic, minced garlic, green onions,
Nice.
chives, and parsley, Italian parsley. And like I said, if you want to make this more along a Greek style pancake, you could use Feta cheese and dill. Or mint. So that goes in next.
That sounds super yummy. So I always look at the ingredients because I reverse engineer recipes. So what I see when I see the onions, Allison contains allicin, which is very heart healthy. Garlic is antimicrobial, and parsley is really good for the heart. So we got to add all those herbs and spices. So let's continue.
And then I have shredded zucchini. These are 2 medium zucchini that I shredded and salted and let the water drain out. And then it's really, really important to wring out all the extra water out in a cheese. I used a cheesecloth. Okay. If you don't have cheesecloth, you can use a kitchen towel.
Okay.
And just really important to get all the water out because you don't want mushy pancakes.
No,
you want them to be nice and crisp.
We want firm fritters. Firm fritters.
So that goes in next, and then here I have herbed goat cheese that's crumbled. You could use, like I said, you could use Feta cheese. If you don't like, if you want a cow's cheese, I would suggest something kind of salty and aged, like Parmesan cheese. Mm-hmm. And that goes in next.
So what can I use for my dairy-free clients? That's always a question. Is there any good, we find any good vegan cheeses? Are they all filled with all sorts of fillers and things like that?
Some of the cashew milk cheeses,
yeah,
maybe.
Okay.
I haven't really used that too much, but I'm going to go ahead and try
there's actually a really good cheese booth that's doing all vegan cheeses at the farmer's market, both in Brentwood and I believe the Palisades, and it is made out of cashew. And it has a very similar consistency to a goat cheese, so that might be something for my vegans to try. And if you need to get those sources, I'll look into it and you can direct message me for that. So we're turning on the oven. So
I can't get that.
let me see if we can get the other burner going. Okay, maybe we spilled water on that. Okay, so I'm going to bring that here. How's that? Is that okay? Yeah. Okay, we can move that over here. So we're going to talk about what oil to use. So it's interesting because Wendy brought me an oil that I've never really used before, and it's algae oil. So it's from Thrive Market. So normally they do a lot of, due diligence when they're carrying their products. I'm just not so sure about it. So I'm going to do some more research, and you can direct message me for more information on it. I'm not ready to either give it the thumbs up or the thumbs down. But I'm gonna say that I'm really confident with these other oils. So it's either ghee, Indian butter, it's clarified, or I'm always like, my go-tos are coconut oil and avocado oil. So what are you gonna do? Which ones are you planning today for your fritters? That'll give it that good deep fried crispiness.
I like ghee a lot.
Okay, so let's do the ghee. Perfect, let's do the ghee. Love it.
And I do need to add some pepper.
Okay, let's salt and pepper. Here you go. You want some salt?
Fresh ground pepper. Actually, no, because there's salt already in the zucchini.
Oh, okay.
And I don't want to make it too salty.
Yep,
and the cheese is salty, so I'm gonna
got it.
Forego that. And then this is almond flour that's toasted. I like to, whenever I use any kind of nuts, I like to toast them first because I feel like it brings out more flavor.
Yeah, that sounds good.
And baking powder. And
okay, great. Gluten-free, everyone.
And then it just gets quickly folded in.
Yum. Kind of looks like it could be even a frittata.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it?
Looks quite good.
And it's okay if there's chunks of cheese in it because.
Did you want me to put the ghee in?
Sure.
Okay, beautiful. Boy, this is super hard. I have to do.
Maybe we'll do a combo.
Let's do a combo platter. Here. I'm gonna do a combo of this, and what do you want to use? The coconut oil?
Sure.
Let's do that. Beautiful. So what's great is a lot of my chefs will do drop-offs as snacks. Will you do that?
Sure.
Just do drop-off stuff? Because I think the biggest problem for a lot of my clients is what to feed their kids after school, and also what to pack in their lunch boxes. Super hard what to pack for the kids for sports or after sports, or even hungry husbands and who come home after work and want to nosh on all the bad stuff. Beautiful. So and this is what now? This is the tapenade?
This is a romesco sauce. Okay. It's basically roasted pepper and roasted tomatoes, and it's thickened. Again, this is gluten-free. It's thickened with almonds, with toasted almonds. It's got smoked paprika in it.
Yummy.
And what else is in it? Parsley and garlic and sherry vinegar.
Oh, it sounds lovely.
It's really nice with this. Again, if you want to go more along those Greek profile lines, you could make tzatziki with it.
Yes, that sounds really good.
Which would be really nice.
Right.
If you know, this is a dairy-free option, so.
So a lot of my clients, and I am, nightshade free. So would you recommend maybe, how about a pesto sauce to with this? So we don't have to do the nightshade vegetables?
Yes.
And it will still be yummy? Okay,
yes.
Good. Let's give it a shot.
This is
yummy.
Smoking.
Are you smoking it?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm just going to take little spoonfuls here.
So we can have a quick look at that. Can we zoom on in on this?
Like just make little appetizer size.
Love it. Yummy. Can't wait to have this. Where's my dog? My dog loves the coconut oil.
Oh, really?
Yes. So again, in this series, we are going to be doing very quick recipes, super, super healthy, very nutrient dense. My goal, and my goals with a lot of my families, is to try and get in the 7 to 9 servings of vegetables a day. Super hard to do. One way to do it is to kind of make these fritters and possibly, you know, having a crudité out for the kids after, doing some juicing too is another way, and always having it every dinner or like a large green salad, okay, and trying to get everyone to have all those antioxidants daily is super important.
This is good for breakfast too.
Oh yeah, breakfast fritters, lunch fritters, snack fritters, all-purpose fritters. Yeah, this looks great. Yum, 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 yum. So if you did do them dairy-free, would they still have, would they hold together? Well, they would because they have the flour and the egg, right?
Yes, I'm wondering if you could do it with flax egg. But I think I would use coconut flour instead of almond flour because it would, because I find that with flax egg, like I'm working on this vegan paleo banana bread right now, and it's got flax egg, but I'm finding that it's the end result is a little bit too moist.
Okay. Yeah.
I mean, that usually is not a problem with baked goods. You want it to be moist, but this is like, it needs to be a little drier.
Okay, fantastic.
But yeah, I haven't done that yet.
So what we're gonna do is while we're making this, because we still have the other side, we got a flip to do, right?
Yeah.
We're going to talk a little bit about some more ingredients. So I'm going to give a little discussion on fats and what fats to cook with. In order of preference, depending upon the recipe, the coconut oil does impart a very strong flavor, but you can use, even though I don't like a lot of refined foods, particularly because the refining process tends to involve a chemical of sorts. A refined coconut oil does get a thumbs up if you want to use this oil and not kind of have that coconut nutty flavor at the end. My other fave is the avocado oil, and again, this is good in salad dressings. It's good for high heat temperature frying. It's really a nice all-purpose oil. In fact, this is kind of like almost moving ahead of my coconut oil for a lot of my dishes now. And then of course there's the Indian butter, the clarified ghee. Fat rises to the top, it's skimmed off, and what you have is something that's very stable at room temperature, and it doesn't need to be refrigerated, which is kind of nice. And then this is my new research project because I just don't know enough about it. I have an inclination to say no to it, but again, I could be wrong. They say it's heart healthy, it has a very high smoke point. This is the algae oil, but with algae you can't really control whether or not it's organic, the seaweed source, if there's mercury in it, all those things kind of concern me. So I will report more on that, and stay tuned for the final product when we sit down and we have our zucchini fritters with a little Romanesco. Stay tuned. So here's the finished product. The zucchini fritters, cakes, what are we calling these?
Fritters, cakes,
Pancakes.
pancakes.
They're absolutely delicious. This is served with Romanesco sauce, which we talked about, which is peppers and tomatoes and what else?
Smoked paprika. It's thickened with almonds, so it's also gluten-free.
So yummy. So great after school snack, great breakfast too. Kind of could go for breakfast, right? Super yummy, enjoy.